Hi, Megan. How are you?
I'm great, Ted. How are you?
I'm doing super well. Okay, so your job here is to just tell the truth. I'm just going to ask you a few questions and just tell us your experience, exactly how it was for you. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
awesome. So my first question is, what made you decide to book with me?
So I actually didn't want to come see you. My girlfriend Samantha dragged me. She literally picked me up in the car and said, "Come on, we're gonna quit smoking." And I was really apprehensive about it. I didn't believe in hypnotism. I felt really almost weird about having somebody, do that to me. But nonetheless, I went with her, and it ended up changing my life.
That's right. Now I do remember that because there were this was a while ago, but I hypnotized both of you at the same time.
Yes, that's
Right.
correct.
Okay, great. So tell us, why was smoking a problem for you? Like why did you even perceive it as a problem?
Yeah, I mean, I picked up smoking out of trauma. So I always tried to hide it from people. I didn't like the smell of it. I didn't like the way it made me feel, but I was very addicted to it and for close to a decade. And it was really a huge part of my life. And I tried quitting multiple times on my own, but, always ended up going back to it. So, this was an incredible experience because when I went to see you, when I left that room, I really didn't crave another cigarette ever again. As I mentioned, I tried two cigarettes in that year after I quit, but I was violently ill for obvious reasons because smoking is pretty gross.
Yes.
So,
So you were a secret smoker,
yes.
and then the two so after you had gone through the hypnosis, there were on two occasions where you tried to smoke, and both times what happened?
I was violently ill. I got really physically sick from it. And yeah, it made me feel sick for quite a few days after. I smoked under high stress. I was in high stress environments. And I thought, maybe this will help me feel better, help me relax while I'm under this amount of stress. But it did the opposite. It didn't make me feel great at all.
Right. And then so that's good. That's kind of the point of the hypnosis. And then
Yeah.
the other thing was, you said you experience no cravings, or did you experience some?
I experienced really no cravings. I mean, the only reason I tried those cigarettes was because I was just around people
Stressed.
smoking and I was really stressed out. And in
Right.
the past, that's what I would do when I was stressed out. So I thought that under this extraordinary circumstance of being stressed, that it would work, but it did not.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
No. Okay, and great. And then how would you describe the entire experience of the session?
Sure. I mean, I was nervous at first, like I said, but once I went in the room and I had my girlfriend there too, so it made me feel extra safe. It kind of reminded me of a guided meditation. I love to do yoga and meditation, and that's exactly what it felt like to me. It was very relaxing, and I, had a fairly good time.
Good. Yeah, it's funny because one of the things that surprises most people is how fun it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I, as you know, because you've been through with me, I make it fun on purpose. Like we
Yeah,
do.
and I really appreciated that you catered, like, you were good at asking questions and getting, personal information, and then using that as sort of like guiding points throughout the experience. So it felt very catered, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah, and so I hypnotize a lot of people, but I always do it myself because the point is everyone's unique, and you have to work with what somebody presents to you. You can't turn it into a cookie cutter process. It just
Yeah,
doesn't
absolutely. And
work.
and everybody starts smoking for different reasons. Like some people start because it's cool. Some people start because it was a stressful situation or, maybe some family trauma or something, So there's all different reasons why people start smoking, and there's just as many reasons why people want to quit as well.
And what was it for you? Why did you
I
start
think
smoking?
the main part is it just didn't go with my lifestyle. I love yoga meditation. I love eating healthy. I've always wanted to live a healthy lifestyle, and smoking just contradicted
Sure.
really who I am as a person.
Do you remember why you started smoking in the first place?
I do remember. I was in an abusive relationship and I didn't know what to do. I was very young and so that's why started smoking. So it was under a traumatic situation that I started smoking. So
Right.
trauma was a huge part of that. And I remember in the session sharing that with you. And I remember you catering that, like being able, it was almost like therapy. Like you were able to really help me heal from some trauma that I dealt with as well. So
Good. Well, that's good to hear. Okay, next question is how did you feel like right after the session?
I just felt relaxed. Like I said, I it felt like a guided meditation for me. So when I stepped out of the room, I just felt really at peace and I just felt really relaxed. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Right. And then what would you say to people that are putting off um considering coming to me or doing my program?
I think that it's the best thing that you will ever do in your life, and it's easy. And I get to still enjoy all the things in life. I get to enjoy my coffee in the morning, I get to enjoy my beer at night, and I don't crave a cigarette. And when I first went through this journey, I thought, oh, like my life is going to be so restricted. I'm not going to be able to enjoy life the way that I used to without cigarettes. And that's just not true. I've been able to enjoy everything.
Right. Okay. What surprised you the most about the session? Because you guys came in knowing nothing.
Um, I think what surprised me was the time. Like it seemed like a time warp. So it was like a five because there's two of us. It was a 5 hour session. I think because Sam and I play off each other, it was probably hard to get us in that state for you.
Right.
So I think it was more of like it was a long session, but it felt like a half an hour. Like it didn't seem very long. So it was almost like you were in this sort of time warp, and yeah. So
Yeah,
that surprised me.
we call it time distortion.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think was the most important thing in the process for you that enabled you to achieve success?
I think having a supportive best friend who dragged me there, obviously. And I think ultimately you have to want to better your life. And it's a personal choice. There's nobody that can force you to do anything. And so I think just coming to the table with yourself and saying, okay, what is this life that I want to live? And I want to live a long, happy life. So
Good. And so I'm so happy that it was so successful for you. And I'm so glad that you have freed yourself for life. And just thank you for you and Sam for coming. I do remember now, and I had a wonderful time.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I hope you contact Sam. She needs your help.
Oh, I talked to her before. That's how I got actually because um I couldn't remember your contact information. So I actually reached out to her, and she had told me that she had another issue she wanted me to help her with. And so
Good. Good.
yeah, already down that road.
Good. Good. I was worried about her.
Yeah, yeah. Nope, she's fine.
Good. That's
Awesome.
fun.
Well, that's it. Really, just wanted to hear your story and hear how successful it was for you, and that was it.
Yeah, just it's amazing because I can even be around people who smoke. Like my sister smokes, her husband smokes and stuff, which I'm trying to drag them to come see you. But it's amazing for me that I can even just like be around people that smoke and still have zero desire.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like any other quitting method. And you tried other quitting. What were the other quitting methods you tried, by the
So the
way?
other quitting methods, I tried cold turkey. That didn't work.
Yeah.
I think mostly it was just cold turkey. Like I didn't want to try a patch. I didn't want to try the gum or any of that stuff because it's still nicotine. And really I was trying to get rid of the nicotine. So yeah, it was always cold turkey, but it was hard.
Right.
Yeah, really
Okay.
hard.
Well, thank you so much for helping me,
Of course.
and blessings to you. And I hope you have a wonderful 2021.
Yeah, you as well. And I'm glad that you contacted me. So I will be sending people your way because it was a great experience. Thanks, Ted.
Absolutely my pleasure.